Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 139th Annual Spring Convocation of the University of Manitoba. My name is Mel Braun. I'm an Associate Professor of Voice, which means I teach singing and work with opera ensembles at the Des Hôtels Faculty of Music. I will function as your Master of Ceremonies this morning. You are most welcome to take pictures. We ask that you do so from your seats so as not to block the stage. We'd also remind you to turn off your cell phones at this time. There will be a reception following the ceremony. Because we're not sure about the weather, we're asking that after the ceremony, students recess to the reception area in the Max Bell Center, and you are more than welcome to meet your graduates there. I'd like to welcome our guests seated here in front of me. They are special guests of the President of our university and guests of recipients of special honors and awards at today's ceremony. Welcome here, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we've all been waiting for, please rise for the entrance of the academic party and our graduating students. Now, graduates, we have a special guest this morning. I would ask that you please rise for the arrival of the Lieutenant Governor of Manitoba, the Honourable Janice Filman, and the Honourable Gary Filman. Please remain standing for the vice-regal salute. Before we begin this morning, I would like to acknowledge that the University of Manitoba campuses are located on original lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. Today, for the first time at a University of Manitoba Convocation, we are honored to display a specially created Convocation sash in honor of this year's Métis graduates. You'll see it on the table there. We respect the treaties that were made on these territories, we acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and we dedicate ourselves to move forward in partnership with Indigenous communities in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. Now, please join Nicholas Niebuhr of the Desautels Faculty of Music in the singing of O Canada, and then remain standing for the traditional honor song given by Elder Carl Stone.
And free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
Thank you. Please be seated. We're here today to celebrate success. Success at the end of a journey and opportunities on the path that lies ahead. I want to say congratulations and thank you to the graduates before me, their friends and family in the audience, and my colleagues behind me. I'd like to welcome the Lieutenant Governor of Manitoba, the Honourable Janice Filmon, and His Honour Gary Filmon, and acknowledge our Chancellor, Mr. Harvey Sector. Also welcome today's recipient of our highest honour, the honorary degree, Dr. Richard Henriquez. And to welcome to our platform party today, Dr. Doug Ruth, the Peter D. Curry Chancellor's Award recipient, Dr. Tom Denton, previous honorary degree recipient, Rafi Mohammed, Vice Chair of the Board of Governors, Dean Linda Melnick, Dean of Research and Innovation at University College of the North, and Ms. Dawn Nedowin-Masick, President of the Alumni Association. Also on the platform today are members of the senior administration of the university, deans, directors, student representatives, and faculty members who've played an important role in the achievements that we're celebrating today. So it's my role now as president to formally declare this session of Convocation to be open. When we share the story of this university across the country and around the world, even here in our home city and province, we keep coming back to the qualities that make us unique. Where you are shapes who you are, we believe. And here in Manitoba, at the center of Canada and North America, amid the broad prairies and our wide horizons, we shape innovators. We shape people who dare to gaze far into the distance, to take chances, to build something new. Many of those people are here with us today, seated behind me and in front of me. You push forward the frontiers of knowledge. You seek out ways to make this a better world. So let's take a moment to watch a video we've recently launched to demonstrate the power of innovation at the University of Manitoba.
In Manitoba, where we have a population of polar bears, they're the canary in the coal mine for climate change. Having those firsthand encounters with polar bears helps people see that this is a real animal that's going to die because of a lack of sea ice and a lack of food and habitat available for it.
Medicine has technologies that can diagnose illnesses like cancer, but we don't really have technologies that can deal with detecting mental illness. And I wanted to see if I could build systems that could understand our language well enough to diagnose our thoughts and our emotions, so that we could build systems that can not only deal with physical illness, but mental illness as well.
But when it comes to bacteria and microorganisms, we've really been taught to fear them and live in a sterile environment. So we've been abusing a lot of these antimicrobial compounds absolutely everywhere. If current trends continue, they're projecting that it could be a serious issue. And by the year 2050, it could be responsible for about 10 million deaths globally every year, which would be more than cancer and traffic accidents combined.
The work that graduate students are doing is innovative and it's answering important questions. Not only is the content of our research important, but it's the fact that we are being molded and shaped and formed into the researchers of tomorrow.
All of you are a part of that, whether you've been graduate students working closely with professor advisors or undergraduate students mastering your chosen field of study. All of you are a part of this university that breeds innovation, that values research and scholarship, that changes the world. The University of Manitoba is a research-intensive university. The drive for discovery is fundamental to who we are and how we operate. Your learning takes place in the classroom, but also in the laboratory and in the field. Here you're prepared for a professional career, but you're also positioned to open up new worlds for others to benefit from. You're challenged to innovate. And your innovations ultimately improve our healthcare system, protect our environment, maximize our farm yields, invigorate our cities, expand our businesses, challenge our sense of self and community, and make our lives simpler, richer. Manitoba shapes innovators. You are those innovators now. You've shaped us here at the University of Manitoba through your enthusiasms, your expectations, your dreams, and now you will shape the world. Now, I'd like to say just a word or two to members of the audience. There are two things that are important here today. One is the formality of what we're doing, but the other is the personal engagement that you have with the individuals who are seated on the floor, the reason that you came here. Each person is going to be recognized individually for a brief period of time, and when that happens, I don't want you to be put off by the formality of these robes. The formality matters. We want to remind ourselves we're part of a large tradition. What's being accomplished today is carrying on that tradition. The tradition will continue. All of that's important. But it's also important to enjoy and to celebrate the accomplishments of the person you came here to celebrate with. People do this in different ways. Lots of us are comfortable with clapping. At least I think we are. Let's see. Are we comfortable doing that? Okay. And some of you may be comfortable with a more vocal expression. Can we see if anyone here is comfortable with? So you are comfortable with that. And that's good. And when the moment comes, you should seize the moment. But recognize that the moment is going to be brief, and try not to let your enthusiasm spill over into the time that's allotted to the next person. Thanks for coming. Enjoy the celebration.
I am Terry Fuglem, Associate Professor in the Faculty of Architecture at the University of Manitoba, and I am honored to be reading this citation today. The highest honor the Senate of a university can confer upon an individual is an honorary doctorate. At the University of Manitoba, the criteria includes distinguished achievement in scholarship, the arts, or public service. Our honorary graduate this morning is Mr. Richard G. Enriquez. To say that a building is merely a structure is to overlook its potential for beauty and for meaning. Renowned architect Mr. Enriquez believes that a building should convey the unique nature of the space it occupies, the layers of history that lay beneath the surface, and the experiences still to come. Inspired by this belief, he has shaped the character of his adopted city of Vancouver and created some of the most influential architecture in Canada. Mr. Enriquez has been creating beautiful forms since he was a boy in Kingston, Jamaica. His family has lived on the island since the late 1600s, most earning their living as merchants and plantation owners. But this boy had other ideas. He enjoyed making things, like the sculptures he carved from the local limestone. Years later, when his older cousin left Jamaica to study here at the University of Manitoba, young Richard was eager to follow and enroll in architecture. When he arrived, a new world opened up. Despite almost failing the first year, thanks to his preoccupation with playing bridge, he soon became a star student and would go on to MIT, where he received a Master of Architecture specializing in urban design. By the late 70s, he had opened up his own practice in Vancouver. He was driven to connect ideas of history and memory to his designs. He became a storyteller, using the language of architecture to spin his tales. The best-known example of this poetic touch is the oak tree growing from the highest floor of the Eugenia Place Tower. It stands as a metaphor for the mighty cedars and Douglas fir that once covered the site, and it has made the building the most photographed in Vancouver's West End. This is just one of Enriquez's high-rises that have had a major influence on the development of a concept known as Vancouverism, what we know as urban design to create livable neighborhoods, and what many consider to be the ideal solution to high-density development. The first of Mr. Enrique's high-rises, the Sylvia, is considered to be one of the most influential Canadian buildings of the 20th century. Its slim, thoughtful design helped overcome public opposition to West Vancouver towers, clearing the way for them to become a defining characteristic of the city skyline. Today, Mr. Enriquez continues to build public understanding of urban design issues. He is the driving force behind a public engagement organization called the Vancouver Urbanarium Society. As an accomplished artist, Mr. Enriquez continues to blur the lines between art and architecture in new and innovative ways. He says there is one important difference between the two. Creating art is like being a music composer with control over every aspect of the work. Creating architecture, on the other hand, is more like being a conductor, leading the orchestra, but relying on hundreds of people to hit the right notes. If that's the case, Mr. Enriquez has been the maestro of some of the most memorable and influential symphonies in the architectural world. Mr. Chancellor, it is an honor for me to ask on behalf of the Senate of the University of Manitoba that you confer on Mr. Richard G. Enriquez the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degree Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Enriquez.
Lieutenant Governor, former Premier, Chancellor Sector, President Bernard, members of the Board of Governors, members of the faculty, honored guests, graduates, family, and friends. My warmest congratulations to the class of 2018 in the faculties of Graduate Studies, Architecture, and Engineering. I am extraordinarily honored and pleased to share this special occasion with you, your family, and friends. My sincere thanks to the people that nominated me and to the university for conferring this honor. Graduates, I'm sure that every one of you has a unique and fascinating personal story. I suspect more than a few of these include ancestral belonging to Canada or immigration from foreign lands. All of these stories, I'm sure, involves hard work and sacrifice on the part of yourselves and your families. All of you must realize, though, that how fortunate you are to be living in this amazing country, and secondly, to have received the education you have from this great university. I can guarantee you that these two advantages alone will allow you to have a more fulfilling future than the vast majority of people on the planet. The University of Manitoba holds a very special place in my heart from both a personal and professional point of view. Having left Jamaica at the age of 17, I came to Winnipeg, where I had my first exciting encounter with snow. After the initial excitement had worn off, and I realized how brutal the climate was, I went on to spend, believe it or not, 6 of the happiest years of my life in this city, at this university. I had amazing teachers who helped me acquire first-rate education in architecture. I got involved with many extracurricular activities. We heard about the bridge, but I also played tennis and soccer, got involved in Beaux-Arts balls, target shooting, varsity varieties, poster competitions, volunteering at the community center, the Jewish Community Center downtown, as well as embarking on my first political effort, running for senior stick of the Students' Architectural Society. To give you an idea of how astute I was as a politician, my strategy was to have shortbread cookies baked and handed out with a letter R on them, and I thought people would vote for me because of that. My competitor, who ultimately won, was in charge of Freshie Week and met all of the freshmen that went into the faculty, and he beat me like 4-1. But the technical skills I acquired, though, as well as the ability to solve complex problems and think creatively, and it enabled me to gain entrance to the master's program at MIT and an education that has stood me in good stead over the 5 decades of my career. As has been mentioned, I was born and grew up in Jamaica in a large extended family. When I was 10 years old, I decided to be an architect. My granduncle, my role model, was an architect, sculptor, painter, engineer, and my hero. He would take me to see buildings he had designed that were under construction. I decided that he would teach me to be an architect before I really knew what architects did. He died before I left high school, but his son, my older cousin Morris, came up to this university to study architecture, and I followed him 2 years later. I never found out who the first Jamaican was to come to this university, but every year there was a group that came by word of mouth, and I'm interested to know how many in the audience are from Jamaica. Show of hands. Wow. It was here at this university that I fell madly in love with an amazing lady who I married in the 3rd year of architecture school. My wife, Carol, is down there, who graduated in social work, has supported me for the past 56 years in every possible way. While I finished university, she worked as a social worker on Jarvis Avenue, and later for a year in my office in Vancouver. She took the major role in bringing up our children, while I concentrated on developing a practice, before embarking on her own amazingly successful career as a founder and director of Arts Umbrella, a visual and performing arts school for children and youth in Vancouver. 49 years ago, I started a community-oriented architecture firm while teaching part-time at the University of British Columbia and sitting on a number of planning and heritage committees. I didn't expect quick success, which was just as well, as it took me 9 years to make as much money as I was making when I quit my job. With perseverance, though, the practice has grown to 80 people today, contributing to the development of the city in a number of ways. Our son Gregory, who was born in Winnipeg when I was still in school, became an architect. 30 years ago, he came back to join me in the practice and is now managing the office and directing some of the most challenging work that we are doing. and his son is studying to be an architect in Toronto, making him the 5th generation in the family when he graduates. In 1964, when I graduated, the population of the world was 3.3 billion people. Today, it is 7.6 billion people. Failing a worldwide calamity, the population of the world is projected to reach almost 10 billion by 2050. In addition, we are facing colossal and growing challenges in terms of climate change, environmental and social disruptions, and war. As graduates in engineering and architecture, you have an enormous job ahead of you in designing for this increased population. This will be extraordinarily important work in building at a density and with environmental sensitivity that is unprecedented if it is to ensure the survival of us all. The sheer volume of building and infrastructure will mean that you will probably be working in expanding cities, as over 80% of the people of the world will be at that time. Growing cities offers many opportunities for architects and engineers to use their skills. They also, though, offer you opportunities to become involved in community initiatives and the arts that are not directly related to your profession. I hope that the new environmental and economic imperatives in the future will encourage you to focus more of your energy away from the production of objects of consumption that are hard on the environment towards cultural and recreational pursuits that emphasize the arts and the building of community. There needs to be a balance between work and life and the maintenance of a strong family and community-based support system. So, take the time to nurture your body and your spirit and to maintain a support network of people who will all surely need. We all absolutely need people who can mentor us, love us, and who are committed to our survival as human beings. I am confident that with the education that you have received at this university, you will rise to this challenge with integrity, creativity, intelligence, and passion. Graduates, I wish you on this exciting day good health and continued success. And once again, thanks to the university for this great honor. Thank you.
I'm Harvey Sector, Chancellor of the University, and I'm pleased to introduce you to the recipient of this year's Peter D. Curry Chancellor's Award, an award which is given annually to an individual who's made outstanding contributions to the development and governance at the University of Manitoba. This year, we're delighted to honor Dr. Doug Ruth, Dean Emeritus of Engineering. If you're a mechanical engineer, your job is to find solutions that make things run better, move faster, and withstand the test of time. This is precisely what Doug Ruth did for our Faculty of Engineering. During his decades of service, he spearheaded bold new solutions that have been nothing short of transformative. The most visible example is the Engineering and Information Technology Complex. The doors opened in 2005, 6 years after Dr. Ruth became Dean. This modern space has meant that we can now offer our students new and exciting ways to learn. The complex is often referred to as the house that Ruth built. He was the driving force at every stage of development, from fundraising to project management. Both inside and outside the university community, he rallied stakeholders and supporters around a shared vision. It was the beginning of an exciting new era of renewal and growth. But the strong foundation he built during his 11 years as dean involved much more than bricks and mortar. He appointed close to 50 new academic staff members. He pursued talented research chairs. He established the first engineering design chair and initiated the Friends of Engineering, a group fostering strong connections with industry. He also championed a program unique in Canada that has streamlined the pathway for new Canadians wanting to practice here. The program has already graduated 160 students, enabling those with engineering credentials from other countries to apply their talent and expertise as practicing engineers in Manitoba. As dean, Dr. Ruth was responsible for the establishment of this university's first academic center, which better prepares future engineers for professional practice and encourages important research into engineering pedagogy. The important impact of these contributions has been dramatic. We have seen a 50% increase in faculty enrollment since 2005. Today, 2,100 people study engineering at the University of Manitoba, including more than 500 graduate students. Dr. Ruth accomplished all this while excelling as a teacher, researcher, and scholar, earning the distinction of Dean Emeritus after he stepped down as Dean in 2010. He also contributed greatly to the governance of the University of Manitoba as a member of Senate, numerous committees, and the Board of Governors. I can also tell you from personal experience that he played a key role as a mentor to many deans who were either new to Manitoba or new to the Academy. Knowing how much he's accomplished, it's remarkable to learn that academia was not Doug Ruth's first career choice. He had wanted to be an astronaut. But at 6'4", he was just a few inches over the height limit, and we almost lost him to the rock world when a local band offered him a free 12-string guitar and amplifier. Thankfully, in the end, he chose the field he did. He chose to pursue solutions that have benefited the University of Manitoba community and beyond, while helping to inspire and develop our next generation of engineers. On behalf of the members of the nominating committee, it's an honor for me to confer on Dr. Doug Ruth the Peter D. Curry Chancellor's Award. Congratulations, Doug.
We now turn attention to the academic achievements of our graduating class. Before proceeding with the conferral of degrees, we'd like to recognize the students who have achieved the highest standing of their class. We begin with the University Gold Medal for the Faculty of Architecture. Jessica Piper is the recipient. With the recipient of the University Gold Medal in Architecture, awarded for outstanding achievement in the faculty. She graduated from Burnaby Central Secondary in BC and obtained a Bachelor of Science from UBC before pursuing architecture here at the University of Manitoba. She now calls Winnipeg home. Jessica has been actively involved in her faculty. Alongside classmates and instructors, she took part in the design and construction of a warming hut on the Red River. That makes her a Winnipegger. An experience she describes as both challenging and rewarding. Here at the U of M, Jessica has learned that anything can be accomplished with effective planning. She credits her academic success to the support of family and friends and an active pursuit of learning and development. Today, Jessica graduates with a Bachelor of Environmental Design. The University Gold Medal winner in Architecture, Jessica Piper. The University Gold Medal in Engineering goes to Austin Shasky. Austin graduated from Miles MacDonnell Collegiate here in Winnipeg. At the university, he was a member of the student chapter of SAE International for 3 years, working as a team to engineer an electric performance vehicle, and then competing in an international competition. Through this unique experience, Austin was able to hone his skills in project management and software development. He credits his academic success to hard work mixed with a little bit of luck, and looks forward to moving to California next month to jumpstart his career. Today, Austin graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Engineering, the University Gold Medal in Engineering, Austin Shasky. If you check page 175 of your program, you'll see a complete list of the winners of medals and prizes from this last year at the faculty. I invite you to read this at your leisure. It's now time for Chancellor Harvey Sector to address Convocation.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here today to join you, the graduates, your family, and friends, in celebrating the completion of your current programs. Sincere congratulations to Dr. Ruth on receiving the Peter D. Curry Award, and to Dr. Enriquez on receiving an honorary degree, and to all the students who are receiving recognition through awards and prizes for their individual accomplishments. This university has a rich history dating back to 1877. For some 140 years, it's developed a reputation because of the contributions that faculty, alumni, and others connected with this university have made to the cultural, social, and economic well-being of the people of Manitoba, Canada, and increasingly throughout the world. We often claim that from here you can go anywhere. Dr. Enriquez is evidence that this is no idle boast. As we've heard, he's been recognized not only for the remarkable success he's experienced in his professional career, but also for his contributions in fostering public awareness and engagement with the physical environment within which they live. Dr. Ruth, on the other hand, is evidence that even though you can go anywhere, there are boundless opportunities for our alumni to make a significant difference by staying right here at home. It's often said that upon graduation, we leave not only with a diploma, but with the reputation of our alma mater. We're all the beneficiaries of the legacy left to us by alumni and those who've gone before us, people such as our honoree today, Dr. Enriquez, and people like Dean Emeritus Doug Ruth, and the leadership they've provided, as well as many others, of our current faculty and staff. We're all confident that many of you who are graduating today will do what you can to follow that example and see this university's reputation enhanced even further by the decisions that you make and the contributions that you will make to your chosen fields and to your communities. I thought it was interesting when Dr. Enriquez was talking that he referred to three things that seem to be common amongst all of our honorary degree recipients, regardless of the field of endeavor or the place that they pursue their careers. They all seem to talk about three things: passion for what you do, perseverance in overcoming obstacles and staying with it for the long haul, and using what you do professionally to help build community, whether that's community in a physical sense like Vancouver in a residential area, or building community right here at the University of Manitoba. So I think we'd all be wise to keep that in mind as we pursue our own careers. We all hope that as you reflect back on your time here at the University of Manitoba, you'll feel that while you were here, you moved just a little further along the path of becoming all that you're really meant to be. We all wish you congratulations and best wishes for professional careers and personal lives that are filled with much success and great personal satisfaction. Good luck to you all.
Mr. Chancellor, I now have the honor to request on behalf of the University Senate that you confer upon the candidates the degrees earned by them as these shall be announced. Will those who are to receive degrees please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are severally entitled, with all of the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. I also admit in absentia those who completed the requirements for these degrees, but who are not today able to be present. Congratulations and good luck.
If everyone in the front row could please remain standing, and the rest of you can resume your seats. Mr. Chancellor, may I now present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with Dean Todd Mondor of the Faculty of Graduate Studies presenting the parchments, and Dr. Janice Ristock, Provost and Vice President Academic, hooding the graduates. Omid Ranjbar Puya. Ahmed Ali Mohammed Ghazi. Reza Akbari. Nathan Dale Jacob. Uzma Siddiq. Rajesh Vaid. Xinjian Fang. Nagme Garmsiri. Ali Kozrozade. Mohsen Brumand. Richard Lozowy. Qinghua Wang. Mr. Chancellor, we now move on to the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Master of City Planning, with Dean Jonathan Beddoes of the Faculty of Architecture hooding the graduates. Ellen Ann Enns. Jeffrey David Hansen. Ashley Kostyniuk. Matthew Scott Robinson. Thank you. Jasreen Kaur Sidhu. Now, Mr. Chancellor, the candidate whom you've admitted to the degree of Master of Interior Design. Suzanne Terrien Richard. And now the candidates, Mr. Chancellor, whom you have admitted to the degree of Master of Landscape Architecture. Ryan Jeffrey Coates. Matthew James Sawatsky. Garth Thomas Wollison. Yan Zhang. And now, Mr. Chancellor, the candidate whom you've admitted to the degree of Master of Engineering. Yan Zhen Li. Now, Mr. Chancellor, we'll move on to a number of candidates for Master of Science. Mario Alejandro Solis Nepote. Abbas Jafari Kang. Gabriel Jacob Pavon Mejia. Gregory John Schellenberg. Amir Masood Amir Kabiri. Valerie Elizabeth Bainan. Michael James Brown. Boudica de Silva Guruwata Vidanalage. Janaranjana Sampat Hiniduma Liyananage. Oliva Vianney Mateo Salas. Ehiwenma Valerie Obaseki. Shermila Ranadira. Janesh Kumar Rupasinghe. Rahul Thakur. Diba Vafabaksh. Shailesh Chakurti. Gabriel Tellier. Matthew Scott Dreger. Alexander James Bryan Jones. SM Rifat. Kaige Shu. Yichen Zhang. Now, Mr. Chancellor, we're going to move on to the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Environmental Design. Again, Dean Jonathan Beddoes of the Faculty of Architecture presenting the parchments. The University Gold Medal winner in the Faculty of Architecture, Jessica Piper. Mina Akbar. Kenneth Angera. Johann Paulo Visera, Austria. Akash Brahm Mohan Bali. Engelbert Jerome Ibe Basilio. Nemulin Batufshin. Dennis Bergen. Oren Chaim Binun. Tally Budman. Stephanie Champagne. Jeremy Chan. Chaim Chernyakov. Anita Collins. Paula Aliana Arcila Combate. Leorin Bautista Cruz. Melissa Louise Legaspi Daligdig. Sarah Danielle Dankochik. Melinda Anmei Dow. Clarissa Marlene Diaz. Andrea Yota Dusis. Devin Victor Joseph Dushanik. Dana Don Falarcuna Faina. Tiana Page Friesen. Stephanie Goldsboro. Julianne Marie Hintz. Brittany Sawicki. Sarah Jane Natishan. Alyssa Marie Desiree Hornick. Wejia Hu. Marlena Jankowski. Jihoon Jo. Kyle Richard Kartzmark. Mana Gassan Khalil. Sula Kim. Brendan Glenn Clausen. Wesley Lokhe Kwong. Katrina Chantal Lee. Jessica Leon de Tost. Karina Leung. Lauren Ashley Levin. Waiching Li. Olivia Catherine McKinnon. Lexi Ray Morse. Kayla Mindy Mueller. Robin Tess Mugridge. Jedediah Nibre. Mark Robert Novak. Vincent Ocampo. Pauline Marie Celestino Ordóñez. Charles Daniel Lenis Padilla. Kara Megan Hankyu. Roslyn Virginia Bainan Patterson. Matthew John Peters. Michaela Elsa Carol Payson. Jessie Marie Procession. Emily Aaron Raymond. Aaron Cariaga Regalado. Sarabjit Kaur Saka. Kenworth Tejero Sason. Amandeep Kaur Sahira. Alexander Nicholas Semigan. Erin Julia Snyder. Carl Sotomil. Justin James Richard Squire. Gabriel Stacy Chartrand. Simone Reed Sukharov Benarok. Mackenzie Swope. Calvin Tan. Desiree Colette Marie Theriot. Alexa Ray Patricia Thiessen. Daniel Joseph Trujillo. Carl Valdez. Cristia Eliza Villanueva. Emily Michelle Warsaw. Jonathan Mark Wee. Eric James Wolf. Rushao Shui. Abdusalam Umar Yusuf. Aldrin Gonzalez Zapata. Hanji Zhang. Janwa Zhu. And now, Mr. Chancellor, on to the candidates whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering Biosystems. Katya Sophie Arnold. Muret Athanasios. Calvin Cooper Birdsall. Solomon Teshome Biru. Donovan Allen Samuel Carrier. Brett Thomas Cooey. Connor Mitchell Dake. Jonathan Allen Joseph Durand. Kristen Ann Fanstone. Zhenkun Fu. Jesnico Gonzalez. Shueke Jha. Sujin Kim. The Faculty of Engineering Medal winner in Biosystems, Alain Jeffrey Lagacé. Nicole Lanchewski. Jaiming Liu. Hunter Cheyenne von Kampen Lowen. Catherine Taylor Meese. Whitney Alex Morse. Kongman Win Win. Grayson Trevor Poyser. Supriti Shobnam. Cassandra Mary Swan. Emma Yo. And now, Mr. Chancellor, it's on to the candidates whom you've admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering Civil. Shukurat Adedamola Balogun. Yang Bao. Tanner J. Beavis. Jashandeep Singh Buller. Gideon Teshome Biru. Brody Blight. Nolan Cameron Jules Bray. Brendan Jacob Taylor Chastko. Paul Lawrence Estrella Cortez. Christopher David. Bajnik Singh Daliwal. Hassan El Badawi. Lance Gavin Fast. Matthew Grant Harrison. Alexandra Lauren Hoy. Aldina Hervich. Dallas David Daniel Jakubuchki. Stephen Leslie Colt. Göktuğ Küçükaytaç. Trevor Dawn Linney. Yang Liu. Zixuan Lu. Xin Luo. Mujungu Lawrence Museru. Sahid Folaranmi Oladipupo. Michael James Alford. Efren Edward Joseph Pagaduan. Tejpal Singh Pandar. Brittany Christine Peters. Kirby Leanne Pogue. Joshua David Reimer. Celine Lise Marie Rivard. Sarah Ann Sadoway. Jean-Luc Alain Sawatsky. Zhufeng Shao. Mohanad Shehadeh. Brennan Wade Slater. Mosab Song. Jack Christopher Tinker. Kira Meng Wang. Yu Wang. Daniel James Weeb. Diba Yamut. Zain Zahid. Carolyn Annette Zulkowski. And now, Mr. Chancellor, on to the candidates whom you've admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Computer. The University Gold Medal winner in Computer Engineering, Austin Joseph Shasky. Hui Huang Bui. Buzukira Chabikuli. Chi-Wing Chan. James Carl Bautista Juan. Andrew Kozar. Maxim Kuznetsov. Kyle Jean-Paul Leduc McNiven. Ginello Lawrence Suarez. Chelsea Elise McClarty Taylor. Wyatt Thompson. Mark Van Egmond. Brian Joseph Vital. Lucas Randall Wiebd Dembowski. Jenny Young. And now, on to the candidates whom you've admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Electrical. Abdulaziz Yassin Aden. Audino Benedict Anter. Faculty of Engineering Medal winner in Electrical Engineering, Travis Arnall. Oluwo Damilola Awodu. Amel Adekola Ayowade. Brian Balneves. Paramjit Singh Binder. Paul Ronald Boyley. Owen Riley Kale. John Matthew Chen. Zhuotong Chen. Eric John Collette. Michel Gabriel Doteuil. Keely Akiko Edwards. Isa El Badawi. Karine Abdul Nasser Fatal. Hannah Claire Fogel. David James Ford. Eric Grant Hambley. Unaima Hassaoun. Adam Michael Horish. Max Aaron Kellner Hewson. Ibrahim Idris. Christian Nils Jacobson. Mujtaba Abdul Jalil. Hyunhoon Jo. Matthew Jordan Kaler. Ryan Peter Joseph Crook. Jesse David Lapsley. Jiafeng Liang. Paulo Macaladad. Dale Maxwell. Adam Everett McAllister. Ying Pan. Jeremy Brian Sidney Partiker. Milind Patel. Marc-Philippe Pelland. Valerie May Serame Platero. Shujin Chu. Farhan Rahman. Dayakarn Singh Sandhu. Cedric Emmanuel Bautista Soriano. Keegan Storm Spidell. Scott Duffy Simons. Hafiz Kolapo Umar Lawal. Lucas Unruh. Huaran Wang. Yunbo Wang. Evan Alexander Wilson. Bingje Chong. Mark Yacoub. Wanya Zara. Chinyon Zhang. And now, Mr. Chancellor, on to the candidates whom we've admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Mechanical. Jonathan Eric Bellin. Adam Nathaniel Benson. Fahad bin Alam. Thomas Cody Bishop. Scott Richard Borlays. Tristan Bruning. Evan Grant Burnham. Gregory Dominic Cantafio. Amy Anastasia Carvey. Sui Heng Terry Chan. Chengetai Takudzwa Chikwinya. Jonathan Alain Como. Dia Kui. Hoang Phuc Dang. Brandon Robert John Dash. Joseph Deely. Stephen Spence Dunesveld. Jan Freihammer. Kalen Mitchell Friesen. Matthew Peter Fraze. Sean Randolph Gadiant. Santiago Garcia Giraldo. Alana Gray. Israel Alfredo Hernandez. Yidan Huang. Rafael Hurtado Rosas. Matthew Akpobome Ihuehue. Austin Karhut. Vanil Kaushik. Martin Paul Koschutchik. Honey Kotak. Feng Li. Michael John Lipinski. Brendan James Little. Kyle Andrew Logan. Alec Joseph Arthur Magnifico. Mikhail Nikhil Elijah Maharaj. Trisha Maniapas. Nevin Thomas Taves Neal. R. Jorel Ella Nepomuceno. Gregory Michael Neufeld. Brandon Noonan. Chukukwa Emmanuel Onyebuchi. Jackson David Periluk. Ryan Dale Plett. Sharan Chu. Kevin Mark Ramos. Michael Reimer. Tristan John Saloranta. St. Drake Shetler. Brendan Matthew Scott. Amritpal Singh Sekon. Syed Mushahid Shah. Vandit Samir Shah. Basim Shaker. Nitin Sharma. Pardeep Singh. Jeremy Smith. CJ Soviak. Jared Samuel Soviak. Mitchell John Stevenson. Alexandra Mary Taplin. David Murray Taylor. Manan Thakur. Chuang Trung Tan. The Faculty of Engineering Medal winner in Mechanical Engineering, Kayleen Hazel Melinda Trikel. David Louis Vachon. Joyce Roa Valencerina. Aoyu Wang. Jeffrey Miles Walk. Zitan Shin. Bin Yu. Yang Zhan. And finally, Mr. Chancellor, the candidates whom you've admitted to the post-baccalaureate diploma in engineering. Norman Padilla. Maria Carla Milia Pascual. Firdaus Timiati.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, Mr. Enriquez, guests and graduates, congratulations. My name is Dawn Neto-Masick, and I'm the president of the University of Manitoba Alumni Association and a proud graduate of the Faculty of Engineering. As you set out on your path, a path of discovery and innovation, I hope each one of you find inspiration from the University of Manitoba alumni who have come before you. If you aspire to be a CEO of a market-leading manufacturer, an engineer with Doctors Without Borders, or an architect that creates city landmarks, look no further than international executive and philanthropist Stanley Pauly of Carpenter Company, water sanitation specialist Diana Nicholson, and Etienne Gadbury, whose architectural works include the St. Boniface Cathedral and L'Esplanade Real. Over the past 140 years, the University of Manitoba has built a strong and engaging community of alumni. We have more than 140,000 living in 137 countries. And this great community, which proudly supported you as students through mentorship and philanthropy, is proud to connect to you today as graduates. The Alumni Association can help you connect with alumni who will extend their hand to you as mentor, advisor, coach, and friend. We welcome you to stay connected through the University of Manitoba's Outreach and Engagement Office, return to campus often, attend homecoming, and participate in your reunion events. We are a community that is here to support and celebrate your success. We recognize that the influence of this university is epitomized by the accomplishments of our alumni, and it is our privilege to stand behind you, your outstanding achievements, and the many contributions to come. You are the innovators who will shape Manitoba and the world. Congratulations.
This brings us to the end of our proceedings. I would ask as we leave that guests remain in your seats until the academic procession has left the room, and then please follow us back to the area where robing occurred, where students got their robes, for a light reception there. Convocation is in recess.